Hi, I trust that you are doing amazing. I'm fresh out of the gym and just had a delicious, super big lunch. And now I want to talk to you about shifting. And it's a bit triggering to me how everyone is pretending like this is the biggest new thing. But before I go into what I actually want to complain about, no, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to give you the perspective that has been around for the beginning, since the beginning of time. Yeah, I'm Victoria-Monique. Welcome back to my channel. If you're here to get information on how to play the game of life to the best of your ability, you came to the right channel. And if you would like me to assist you in having an easier life experience, manifesting the shit out of everything, then you can work with me. Check the description for the options of working with me. There's one option that is listed, which is an intensive, working with me one-on-one. I'm working with 2 people at the moment, so I have one more spot. And you work with me in the beginning 5 days a week, and the 2 other people are now how do you say that in English? Let's 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what's going on in their respective lives. So let's get into shifting. And before I'm not going to edit this out. So either deal with it or not, or click it away. I want to start with a quote from Bashar. If you follow me, if you have been watching more of my videos, then you know, and shorts, then you know that I love this quote from him. Every single moment we are shifting from parallel reality to parallel reality. So every single moment, it's not something that you do or have to do. It's like manifesting is what you do to have a life experience. We use manifesting in the wrong way, because it presupposes that you have to do something. But manifesting, everything in your life is a manifestation. You watching this video is a manifestation. On a phone, on a computer, the computer is a manifestation. Your phone is a manifestation. Everything that's physical is a manifestation. And before it's an actual physical manifestation, it is thought. All is mind. All is mind, all is thought. All is imagination. Your wonderful human imagination. Okay, so the rest of the quote. So every single moment we're shifting from parallel reality to parallel reality. It is your consistency of self-definition that makes it seem as if changes take time. If you really learned to redefine yourself wholly and behave like you have done it, you will be a different person in a different reality with a different DNA and a different experience and a different history. So that's what Bashar says. So shifting is something that you do automatically. Why don't you see a lot of change? Like, why is your day-to-day, just assuming, why is your day-to-day the same and it's kind of starting to bore you, perhaps, maybe? Because you're choosing the same thoughts. All is created from imagination. All is mind. All is thought and beliefs. And belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So Joe Dispenza says it like this. Your personality creates your personal reality. Neville uses states. The state of being determines your life experience. And in your imagination, with your deliberate thoughts, affirmations, law of assumption, with your deliberate thoughts, you will shift who you are being, and so you can have a different life experience. But you're constantly in a completely new reality because there is no linear time. They're just blocks of, Bashar calls it film strips. And Seth says this, there is no more continuity to life than there is, for instance, to the color yellow. You cannot say, oh, yellow has gotten yellower. Well, you could say that, but I don't think you will. So we don't age, we shift to a different version of ourselves that is older and has now gray hair and has now saggy boobs and has now, and you might say, well, that's a belief. But if I will see you in 70 years, I think you might have saggy boobs if you're a woman. Or maybe not. Okay, let's leave the saggy boobs for what they are. You have super perky boobs for the rest of your life if you're a woman, until the day you say goodbye to the earth suit. So, shifting and quantum jumping, you do that all the time. But the jump, like the big difference from, let's say, what would be a big difference? From poor to millionaire. That's a jump. That's a palpable shift. But it doesn't mean that if you go from poor to poor that you haven't shifted. You're still shifting. You're just choosing to be the same person over and over and over and over and over again. So if you want to change something in your reality, I'm getting a bit feisty here, but I'm just, take a breath. Yes. Chill the fuck out. Yeah, good idea. I just can't really stand it when it's been made into the newest, latest hype. It's not a hype. We're doing this the whole time. We're doing it the whole time. So, let me give you some tips next to the things that you already know that I'm going to repeat just for the sake of filling minutes. No, not completely true, but so you know that deliberate thinking, or so in your mind, writing is also deliberate thinking, because there are words that you write on paper that are different words than you say to yourself normally. So that's also different thinking. Affirmations are just words. An affirmation is just a word. It's just a different word for words. Thoughts, deliberate thoughts. So through affirmations, through scripting, through robotic affirming, through singing, through everything that you use words or images. So imagination, imagination, but also words have everything that creates. So if you want to if you want to shift in a way that is noticeable, then start to tell yourself a different story. Okay, you already know this, so I'm not going to go deeper into this. What is a wonderful and amazing affirmation that is like a blanket statement that will allow you to have a nicer life experience, assuming that you want to have a nicer life experience? And I think you do, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this. Or maybe you just like to hear me rant. But I don't think that's the reason. I allow it to be easy. I allow it to be easy. I allow it to be easy. And with that affirmation, I've created magic, things that people said were impossible. And I thought, well, you don't know what I know. And I know that this is possible. I just need to get my state of being in a relaxed state. Because if I'm panicking and stressing out, it will not be easy and it will not be comfortable. The change will happen, but it will be a frantic, annoying one. So I allow it to be easy. I allow it to be easy. And I still have it in this apartment where I live now in Amsterdam, my own apartment. And I've been living in Berlin for 7 years, about 9 years ago, because I also was a year in New Zealand. And now I've been back for a bit in Amsterdam again. So in Berlin, I had it throughout my apartment. And every time I would see a note that said, I allow it to be easy, I could literally feel my whole system relax, which allowed me to manifest under time pressure, because there was a time I had time pressure. And I know I created that time pressure myself, because this is what Seth says, and it's one of my staple go-to quotes. You set your problems in the hope you will solve them, not like millstones around your neck. Because we're here in physical reality, having a physical experience for the contrast. So we give ourselves these weird assignments the whole time because we want to rediscover our power. And also, it is time to cut that shit out that is causing you stress, and like, for instance, lack of money or lack of love or lack of friendships or lack of fun or lack of whatever, because we've explored all of this already all together now so many years that now it's time for limitlessness. So no more shit. Shift to an experience that is worthy of you and that you are worthy of. Allow it to be easy and allow it to be fun. Why the hell not? You can. It's just a choice away. And if you are still not experiencing what you would like to experience, stop faffing around and do the work. Just put in the work. It's not that hard. Everything is a thought anyway. So be aware of what you're thinking from moment to moment to moment to moment, because everything is a thought. Everything is a thought. Everything is a thought. So if you're repeating the same story to yourself, yeah, you will have the same life experience. If you start to tell yourself a new story, yes, it will be uncomfortable at first. And who gives a shit? Because it's part of the process and it can be fun. You can allow the difficult stuff to be fun. You can. You can see it as, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting, and I will move through it, instead of judging is the word, but I'm actually looking for a different word. Instead of saying, oh, this is hard, you can say it's interesting. I remember a story from Louise Hay, who had stubbed her toe so intensely hard, and she decided instead of judging it as intense pain, she decided to say, what an interesting sensation. So that already changes the whole frame of the game. So stop define, that was the word that I was looking for. Stop defining things as difficult and hard, and because not only is that you will create more of that shit, also you get the gift of the whole collective consciousness definition of that word. So it's much heavier than only little old you or little old me saying a word that is like hard or difficult. It's not just you. You get this whole baggage from humanity around the globe, and maybe even different planets as well, with that word, in that word. So start defining things in an easier, more fun, and just loosen it up. Loosen it up. You're shifting every single moment. What are you shifting to? Are you shifting to same old, same old? Well, you know what to do. Oh yeah, one last thing before I will leave you with this. I made a short this morning, and I think I'm going to do it for money, because money is something that I guess all of us love, and all of us love to create more of, because why the hell not? Why the hell not? It's fun. You can do fun things with it. You can support whomever and whatever you like to support. You can gift, you can treat others, treat yourself. So money. In this morning's short, I said, and it is just a minute, so yeah, I said that Seth teaches us this. If you would like to have a different life experience in, for instance, let's say with regards to money, and at the moment your current life experience with relationships, romantic relationships, is really good. And it's so good that it's automatic. Like, you're not affirming, you're not, it's automatic. It's easy. It's always been easy, or you remember it always to be easy, because when you have it easy, it's always been easy, because you are that person, you are that version of you, because you're constantly shifting, right? From parallel reality to parallel reality. So what you then can do to also have an amazing life experience with regards to money is take some time out to see what is it that you're doing already automatically, you don't have to think about it, with regards to romantic relationships. So what is it that you do? Probably you spend a lot of time with your partner, and you are there for them. You love them as unconditional as it gets, because we're also still in a human experience. You love them, you appreciate them, you respect them, and you make time for them. Also for yourself, but that's like, if your self-image isn't tip-top, then your romantic relationship will also be shit, because it's a reflection from who you are. Nothing to change but self. Also with regards to money, but definitely with romantic relationships. Okay, so you might write them little notes. If you live together, you do it in the house you live together. If you don't live together and you're dating, you just hide the notes here and there for them. So you respect them. You're really kind. You often mention to them what you like so much about them. And not just, hey babe, I like you, but You know what I like so much about you? I like that you always take the time to listen to me and that you always ask me how my day was. I love that about you. So specific. Okay. These are the things that you do, right? If this is not what you do now, then I've given you some tips, and you can also feel that that would feel really good for you or for someone else. So then how do you translate that to money? Well, money isn't a person, but what it is energy, just like your person, your partner, your beautiful, amazing, sexy dude or dudette. They are also energy, and money is also energy. So what would you do with money? Write it a love note. Not every day, maybe, or well, actually, why not? Not a whole, like, long, big ass letter, but just a little note. I love that you're always there. I love that you always take care of me. Why not honor it in a way like, so you kiss your partner, right? When you greet them. You could literally kiss money, or you can pet it. You can touch it in a way that the money feels appreciated, because when you touch your partner, you don't shove them to show them you appreciate them, do you? No, you're gentle with them. What I do with my money, and money has been flowing, dudes, is that I always, so you call it koppen in Dutch. So I always have it the same way around, and like I always also, when there are folds in there, I strike the folds out, and I really treat it and feel it and hand it over and lay it out with respect and love. I make little recordings, sometimes daily, sometimes a couple of times a week, with a little appreciation voice messages for money. I do something fun with it almost every day, and it doesn't have to be a splurge, but something fun. You also do fun things with your romantic partner, right? So also do fun things with money. Okay, so these were a couple of examples of how you can translate what goes well for you in your life to where you would like to have an even nicer or completely different and nice life experience. And yeah, so you can shift in that way too. Yeah, funny. I was completely relaxed about the topic. Now that I think back of it, I get agitated again. So you know what? I'm going to have a long walk. I think that's a great idea. Wishing you a lot of money, a lot of love, a lot of fun, a lot of everything you wish for your best self, and much more. And if you'd like to work with me, I'd love to work with you. And if not, I love you just the same. See you in the next. Peace.